Hello and welcome to this yoga for upper body strength. My name is Jessica and I will be your guide for today's practice, which will be focusing on the upper body, mobilizing and strengthening the chest, shoulders, and arms for things like your chaturanga or tricep push-up and even overhead movements like presses. We are going to get started today in a child's pose, and you will actually need a block for today's practice. If you have one, don't worry about it. You can still do mostly everything without it. Let's begin with our big toes together, knees as far apart as you would like. Walk your hands forward out in front of you. Start to melt your chest and forehead down towards the ground. Child pose. For today, see if you can stretch your fingertips even further forward. Keep the bend out of your elbows. So make sure your forearms are floating off the ground, so just your palms are pressing down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Take a moment to allow yourself to arrive to the practice today. Set aside any expectations that you might have. Set aside things that have happened today or still need to happen. And just allow yourself to focus in on the present moment, the here and now. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale out. Tend to your fingertips. Walk your hands all the way to the left side of the mat and then lower your right palm down. Slide your left hand next to your left leg and use your arm to press yourself towards the right, allowing your right shoulder or armpit to lower down closer to the ground. You can stay up on your fingertips here, or you can come down to a flat palm and just breathe. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slide your left hand back forward. Crawl your hands all the way over to the right now. Flatten your left palm. Slide your right fingertips next to your leg and use your hands to press you deeper into this side bend. Feeling a nice stretch all the way from your fingertips down the side of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath in. Exhale, slide your right hand forward. Walk your hands back through center. See if you can stretch yourself a little bit further forward, creating length between both sides of the waist. And then lift up just a little bit, just enough to slide your right arm underneath the left for thread the needle variation. Lower shoulder and ear towards the ground. Take your left hand, interlace your fingers with your right hand, and then try to take the bend out of your top arm, sliding your bottom arm forward and more underneath your body, enhancing and deepening the twist. Breathe here. Take one more breath in. Exhale, undo the bind of your hands. Slide your left fingertips back forward. Carefully start to unwind. Stretch your right arm out long, thread your left arm underneath the right. Take your right hand on top of your left, interlace your palms together, and then press your fists away from your body, deepening the twist. Take one more full breath in. Exhale, carefully undo your hands. Slide your right arm back forward. Carefully unwind, stretch just a little bit further forward. Maybe take a little sway from side to side, and then start to walk your palms in. Lift yourself up, tabletop. Shoulders stack over top of your wrists, hips over top of your knees. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. Two options here. Either take your fingertips to the side of your mat or all the way back so your fingertips are facing towards your knees, and we'll find a cat-cow from this position. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, press the ground away from you, curl and round. Keep a nice spread throughout your fingertips. Press into the pads of your fingers. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale and exhale. Once more, breathe in, breathe out. Come back to a neutral spine. If your fingertips are facing towards the side, just start to rock yourself from side to side, getting a nice wrist stretch. If your fingertips are pointing back towards your body, start to rock a little forward and back. Come back to stillness one at a time. Flip your hands back so your fingertips are facing forward, and then sit yourself back onto your heels. Roll out your wrists. We're going to do a little alternating cow face arms. So I like to do this seated like this, sitting on top of my heels. If this is very uncomfortable for you, two options. You can either grab a block and place it underneath your butt, or you can just come to a cross-legged position, whichever one feels better to you. Reach both arms out in front of you with both palms facing down and your fingers and hands about shoulder width height. Flip your left palm up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, start to lift your left palm up towards the ceiling. Press your right hand back and down. Inhale, come back through center. Switch your palm, so right palm up, left palm down. Inhale, lift and press away. Breathe in. Exhale, come back through center. Once more like that on both sides. So flip your hands, left arm reaches up, right arm presses back. Keep the bend out of your elbows. Breathe in, switch. Exhale, press and lift. Stay for just a moment. Try not to arch your back, so draw your lower rib cage closer to your pubic bone. Come back through center. Flip your palms again. Start to press back, lift up. This time, bend both elbows, taking your left palm to your shoulders and then the back of your right hand to your mid back. Breathe in, breathe out. Straighten both arms, send them back towards the center. Flip And lengthen, reach overhead, reach back, and bend both arms. Your arms or hands might not touch. You might be able to grasp your fingertips. If you see, I can't touch mine, that's perfectly normal. That's okay. Just think about trying to get a good stretch here. This is also really hard in the shoulders. My arms and my shoulders are actually starting to shake a little. So let's start to undo that. Come back through center. We'll take it once more to both sides. Bend your elbow. See if you can get your top elbow a little higher. See if you can reach your bottom hand a little bit closer to your fingertips. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Once more, straighten out your elbows, come back through center, flip your palms, reach back, press up, and bend your elbows. Breathe. See if you can gain space in the sides of your waist, lifting up nice and tall. One more breath in, exhale, release, come back through center, just give your arms a little wiggle. You will need to grab your block now. I'm going to do this on my knees with my hips lifted up. You could do this standing as well. Take the block lengthwise in between your forearms. So it might take a little bit of adjusting to get it there. And then press, actually I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, like this. Really squeeze your block with your forearms and then flex your palms as if you were pressing them into the ground or into the wall in front of you. Take the bend out of your elbows, lift your wrists in line with your shoulders. Take a slight tuck of the tailbone, so engage your glutes, draw your navel up and in towards your spine. Take a deep breath in, squeeze your block together, and then start to bend your elbows towards your sides. Inhale, press it back out. Exhale, draw the block in, bend your elbows, draw them towards your sides. Inhale, press. Keep squeezing your block. Exhale, draw your elbows in. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. Inhale, press. Once more, breathe out, draw it in. Exhale, press away. Lower yourself back down. Take the block off to the side for now. Come back into your tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over top of your wrists, knees underneath your hips, and we'll just do a little protraction, retraction. So without bending your elbows, start to dip your chest down towards the ground. Breathe in. Exhale. Press the mat away from you as you lift and create space between your shoulder blades. Breathe in, lower. Breathe out, press away. Breathe in, lower, retraction. Breathe out, press away, protraction. Once more, breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your hands just a little bit further in front of your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a little pedaling out of the legs. Then find stillness. Press your chest towards your thighs. Relax your head and neck. Maybe shake yes, no. Create little circles. Breathe in. Exhale, walk your hands back towards your feet. Forward fold. Breathe in. Exhale, start to walk your hands forward towards the top of your mat to plank pose. Squeeze your core in, squeeze your glutes. Little tiny tuck of the tailbone. Think protraction in your shoulders. Press the ground away from you. Breathe in. Exhale. Start to lift your hips. Walk your hands back to your feet. Breathe in. Exhale. Walk yourself forward to plank. Hug your navel up and in. Gaze between your hands or slightly in front of your hands. Press the ground away from you. Deep breath in. Exhale. Walk yourself back. Forward fold. Breathe in. Exhale. Walk forward. Inhale. Exhale, walk back. Breathe in. Exhale, walk forward. Breathe in. Exhale, walk back. Breathe in. Last time, walking forward. Hold your plank, squeeze your navel up and in. Imagine like both sides of your hip bones are drawing in closer towards one another. Keep pressing the ground away from you. Breathe in. Exhale. We'll come down to a forearm plank. One arm at a time. Lower your right forearm down, then left forearm down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, come up onto your right palm, then left palm. Breathe in. Keep tucking your tailbone, pressing the ground away from you. Lower left forearm, and then right forearm. Breathe in. Exhale. Right hand up, left hand up. Let's just go twice more each side. Right forearm down, left forearm down. Breathe in. Left palm, right palm. We just have the left side. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower your forearm down, right forearm down, and then let your hips melt down to the ground for a well-deserved break. Whew. This is not easy. Sphinx pose, elbows underneath your wrists or elbows underneath your shoulders. Imagine like you can pull your hands back towards your body as your chest comes through your arms. Breathe in, breathe out. Start to press into your forearms, so much so that your upper body starts to round a little bit. Start lifting so that slowly your hips start to lift up off the ground. Modified forearm plank. Breathe in, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. We'll do that once more. Breathe in. Exhale. Press the ground away from you. Start to lift your hips up, curling and rounding yourself up. Modified forearm plank. This time, tuck both toes back behind you and then press into your feet to lift your knees up off the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walk your feet a little bit forward. Start to pick your hips up towards the ceiling, dolphin pose. So it's like a downward dog, except we're on our forearms. Keep both hands planted to the ground, about shoulder width distance apart. Continue to walk your feet in so you can lift your hips up nice and high. Continue to breathe. Press your chest between your arms towards your thighs. Relax your head. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground. Big toes together, sit back, child's pose. Good. job. I know my body is shaking. I did a power Pilates this morning, so this is not easy. Whew. Take one more breath in. Exhale, lift yourself up, tabletop. Take your block, place it roughly underneath your chest on the middle setting. Take your arms out in front of your shoulders and then shift your hips forward so that you're in a modified plank pose. Press the ground away from you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, keep your elbows hugged into your body. Lower yourself down so that your chest comes down to your block. Hold, breathe in. Exhale, press and lift away. Inhale. Exhale, lower yourself down to your block. Keep your elbows hugged into your body. Breathe in. Exhale, press up. Breathe in. Keep pressing the ground away from you. Think protraction in your shoulders. Keep your shoulders down and away from your ears as you slowly start to bend your elbows, keeping them close to the body. Breathe in. Exhale, press away. Let's do 2 more. Breathe in to prepare. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, and exhale, lower down. Stay for the inhale. Try to keep weight out of the block so you're using the muscles of your arms. Exhale, press and lift away. 1 more. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Breathe in. Exhale, press away. Move the block off to the side. Keep your hips up nice and high. Walk your hands forward. Melt your chest down towards the ground. Puppy pose. Take 1 more full breath in. Exhale, start to lift yourself back up, tabletop. Inhale your right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it under the left, thread the needle. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, lift back up, tabletop. Left side, inhale your left arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it under. Lower shoulder and ear to the ground. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale, press yourself back up. Find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Sit in any way that feels good. We'll take a few shoulder rolls, drawing your shoulders up towards your ears, back and down. Just releasing any remaining tension. Switch the direction of your circles. And then just close down, soften your gaze, lower shoulders away from your ears. I'm proud of you for showing up today, for committing to this quick but challenging flow. If you continue to practice this, I promise you will get stronger over time. So if it was challenging for you, know that that's okay. Every time you come back to it, it will get easier. Let's close with one releasing breath in through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this practice, please give it a thumbs up, comment on the most challenging part for you, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Bye.